to revisit for those who've just arrived a little bit about who Deb is. If you aren't already impressed, get ready to be dumbfounded. Deb is known for being the founder of Mission Accepted Media and also as a top performance business coach. But you may not know, she's been doing this since her 20s. And yes, you can look at her and say, well, that had to be just last year. That looks really good on her, but I know I'm not going to reveal her age, but I know she's older than 20. She's been doing this for a bit. Let's put it that way. And what I love about Deb is that she plays, explores, and discovers. Like everything, there's never, it's great. And then it can be even greater. And she brings that not just here, but when you work with her and let her coach you, she's going to help you, like she's helped so many other entrepreneurs, create a scalable success. She's not just going to get you started, she's going to be with you as you keep building your empire because she knows how to do it. She's built 7 international companies. And Deb always focuses on bravery is love. And what we just heard from Alexis, I think, is a great demonstration of that. Love is bravery. Bravery is love. Now, a couple of things that people may not know, even though a lot of people here know Deb. We know she loves music. I mean, look, she's wearing today the t-shirt. But did you know that in school she played the guitar, the organ, the flute, and the ukulele, which I want to hear. At some point, we're going to have you open up with the ukulele. Plus, she sung in the choir. And I can just know her favorite song and her favorite band is Heart and Barracuda. And can't you just hear Deb belting out Barracuda at karaoke? Because I sure can. All right. Share gift to everyone. And it's not one gift. So fasten your seatbelts because this is what Deb is offering to us all. Top performance tips for your business, her PDF. So her best coaching tips she's giving to us in a PDF. A free ticket to a live group tip, top performer weekly planning success group. A free ticket. Okay, like inside the door of her group coaching. And then she's also going to give us a free video training on how to have people call you. And I'm reading this because I want to make sure, like, this is like a mini private media audit with Deb. A media audit. This is the sort of thing that she charges a lot of money for, but all of us get to have one. Okay? And I'm going to go back to that free video training on how to have people call you from doing podcasts. Now, being on a podcast can often be very helpful or not at all. And Deb has mastered how to get people to actually want to call you, but those same tips will apply to anything. Now, one person is absolutely going to win everything. Of course, all of that, but a beautiful Mission Accepted journal in addition. Something that Deb has designed and is very near and dear to her heart. So with that, Deb, I turn the microphone and the floor back over to you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to well, first of all, thank you. And if you don't know and haven't played with us before on how to win prizes, because they're going to be given all day long. There's free prizes in the chat. And for those of you that are coming in by streaming on Monday, go to the public Facebook group, 262, and all the speakers that choose to are going to put their gift there. But you need to put an answer because Stacy's going to ask a question. We don't know what they are from all of the speakers today. We're going to pull a question out of what they talk, and then we're going to ask you that. And one lucky winner is going to win the one-to-one, and everyone else is going to win the one to everybody. So you have to put your answer and your email. I mean, we are intuitive, but we're not intuitive to figure out your email. So I wanted to talk a little bit more and expand on the word bravery. And why, when I had the opportunity to write a full page in front of the 262 book, and Dorothea was saying to me, what do you want? Like, let's write it together, because goodness knows that's what she helps me with. And I said, I think I just want to put bravery is love. And that's all we did, is put bravery is love. And that felt really good to me, because bravery for everybody, first of all, is the same thing but shows up differently. Bravery sometimes people think are the big things. It's the small things. I'm obviously in media, and obviously the market that I serve is not necessarily people that have been in media their whole life or their whole business. And so I have a multitude of conversations, and I get to have conversations with two things I hear often is, one, I want to go big, and two, I'm not 20 anymore. So they want speed, they want results, and that tells me they want bravery quick. Because most of the people that I'm sitting across the stage with, or from the screen with, women are like, I want to go big, but I don't know how. I want to go big, but I don't know what that looks like. I want to go big. I don't know if I can afford it, but I don't even know what it looks like. So I don't know what it affords. Like, all these things come up. I always say that the goblins start to talk. And if we can keep this goblin down here smaller and this one up here a little bigger, it doesn't mean it goes away. It just means when it shows up, this one just snaps it. Right? I'm just like, and we all have it. We all have it. I mean, I remember I was having a conversation, Melissa Heathers won't mind me talking about some recent bravery, right? And that's stepping up and what it looks like, and some of the stuff that comes into our heads. Like, it's crazy, the stuff that come into our heads. I'll be fully transparent. The first red carpet I ever went on, I was standing there. I was in my dress. I thought I looked good. I had my makeup on. I thought I looked good. I had my hair done and my makeup done, and I was ready to go. And honestly, I was in the bathroom putting on the final touches. And all of a sudden I heard a voice. Right. And it said something, but it sounded like it came from like another planet. I knew it came from my childhood, and I heard it, and it might as well have said, who do you think you are? Like, who do you think you are? I'm ready to go. I'm like, I look good in my dress. You can just, so I literally, with everything I had in my head, told that message to, I can't say on the screen, but it was really quick. I said, and I'm like, and I was able to shut it down because I was able to recognize that it wasn't mine, right? Could have been mine, might have been when I was younger, but it didn't matter. I didn't own it. And that is the part of bravery when we take the slow to big steps that I want to talk about, because you're not the only ones that are standing in front of the mirror that go, who do you think you are? Right? Or you go to wear that dress, or you go to do that thing, or you're like, I want to have a TV show. You want to talk about that? There's a lot of bravery. We've got 5 shows launching in the next quarter. And I can tell you every single one of those executive producers have had to like fit into that executive producer outfit. I'm not putting on a suit jacket, but whatever it is that you want to wear, right? And be who you are. I mean, this is the era of be who you are. And sometimes that's more difficult to be who you are and go big than it is to fit a form that we used to fit. I call that the pantsuit era. And I love pantsuits. Oh my gosh, Diane Keaton, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But but it was like we had to put on that, right? And it was more of a competitive arena when we first started to get into equality in relationship to, into finance and business and all sorts of things. And that's not the case anymore. So it makes bravery sometimes even harder, because your authentic way of being is more of a vulnerable way of being. You're letting people in. I just told you something. I don't normally go around and say to people, yeah, I was like, first red carpet. My 22-year-old son's in the living room of the hotel, and he's like, are you ready to go? And I'm thinking, I just talked him into the day before. I'm like, you got this. I got you. I'm so proud of you. Da, 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 da. He couldn't eat the day before. And here I am. Oh, yeah, all big mama bravery. I'm like, ooh, look at you, sister. And the bigger you go, that may come up again. I always say that we're at the foundation of our foundation, right? So you build and you go to that stage, and then you go, I want to go bigger, or I want to speak longer, I want to get on a considerable stage, or Deb, I want to do this, or those things that come up. And then you may come up against that thing again, because now you're reaching out, and the voice either gets different, or it gets louder, or it gets quieter. I think for me, when the voice comes up, I just see it outside of myself instead of inside of myself. But there was times in my early years that I would like, hey, call a friend, right? Always good to have one of those self-esteem friends. And that's where I say there's business esteem and self-esteem. And sometimes they run together. Sometimes I have great business esteem. And I just took a kick in the gut on my self-esteem maybe 2 hours before. We don't know, right? So those two things have this interplay and interrelationship. And because you have one doesn't mean you have the other. And so first of all, I want to give all of you credit for being brave, because there isn't a single face that I see on here that I know has not had to make a step out, a step up, speak up, even if it was just to yourself. Even if you were writing in that diary I was talking about earlier, or yesterday, that had the lock on it with the key, you know what I mean? That your brother could open with a bobby pin. I mean, give me a break, right? But we were writing our, like our hearts, dreams, and desires in that. And I still believe in journals, which is why I'm going to gift someone a dream journal. But I just want to list to you, because I know our next speaker's in the house and I know she's here, and I want to have her up on time and I want to respect that. But I just want to remind you that if you do not have the courage or bravery inside you, you don't have to. You can do stuff scared. And I am going to encourage you during this day to write down some things that you want to brave up. And if there's anything you want to brave up with me, I'm going to cheer you on from the sidelines. And everyone, and that's why I think 262 has been such a powerful movement. I mean, honest to goodness, in 2.5 years, we had 800 million media impressions. We started with like our first summit of 30 speakers, and now we're over 1,200 speakers and authors. And it is that osmosis that I talked about, that what we do here is felt in other countries where someone today cannot say International Women's Day. That's not allowed. Right? That's still participating, but they feel us. And I want you, if you are at that stage, if you are before you go out to stage, whatever your stage is, your stage could be telling one of your dear friends, I don't want to hang out this weekend and I don't want to tell you that. I mean, that could be the stage that you're having to brave up for. The bravery could be saying no to your kid and just having to sit in that quiet where they're like, what are you talking about now? Or maybe saying, the money that, you want for that, I think I'm going to take it. I'm going to go on a retreat. Like whatever your stage is, I want you to know that we got you. Like we got you. We got you. And look these are some of the things that some of you have done, if not all of you have done to some degrees. You have started a business despite your social barriers and despite your financial accessibility. You have challenged yourself and challenge industries that women are were less recognized. You have challenged yourself to be innovative in things you had no clue about. You just had no clue about it. And you just innovated something, you just made something, and you're like, wow, that's inspirational. I'm going to go with that. You have raised funds despite bias or the ability to even understand a spreadsheet. I've seen people raise funds, they're like, I'm like, I don't even know what a CFO is. I mean, I do, but they're like, I don't know. Build business while balancing family responsibilities, other people's family responsibilities, in-laws, children, your children's children, aging parents. I've seen it all. I've heard you speak openly about business ups and downs. You have been transparent and you have shared and you've reached out for help. You have created opportunities for other women. You've created opportunities for other women. You have used business as a social platform. You have stood up after setbacks and you have broke all expectations. I watch women brave up every single day. What a joy. What a blessing. I know sometimes you're tired. I know sometimes you don't know where to go. I just want to let you know, when you don't have what it takes, borrow it from us. I love you. Thank you so much for being here, and happy International Women's Day.